Hey everyone, welcome to Wax Pack Wisdom. I'm Jake T. O'Donnell. Today is going to be a little bit of a different kind of episode. I am going to show you the progress that I've made so far on my 68 top set build. Also going to show you 3 pre-war vintage items from a recent mail day. And also there's going to be a little bit of a special treat at the end if you stick around. So hope you're going to enjoy that special treat. I'm going to show you some stuff that I've picked up recently for my 1968 top set build. You saw the video where I showed you all of the big cards, the Hall of Famers, everything that I have received for the set that I'd already built. I still needed about 480 commons. So over the course of the week, I have received 3 shipments of cards, all from people that I bought from on Facebook. I had posted in the 1965 to 1969 Topps Set Builders Facebook group that I was looking for 1968 commons, and I got an overwhelming response. I got a ton of people that reached out, and from that group I made 3 deals. One where I received about 40, I think it was about 44 cards that you see right here. Another where I got about 70 cards, I believe, or 70, something like that, right around 70, 75 maybe cards in this. And then a whole other deal where I got 100 cards. And I'm going to show you those later. So those are the ones I've received. I also made a deal with a gentleman in South Carolina who I have worked with before. And this was through Twitter. He told me that he had a huge amount of 1968 Topps commons. And I made a deal with him to get 209 commons. That means that I have either acquired, have in hand, or have an agreement to acquire about 420 of the 480 or so cards that I needed to build the set. So that means I only, according to my spreadsheet, I only need 56 more cards to build the set, and my set will be built. So there's a very good chance that this summer set build that I had set out to do for 1968 Topps will be done before it even officially gets to be summer. I think that is a testament to how much 1968 Topps there is floating around. So that's where I'm at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the cards that I've bought. So like I said, the first transaction I got about 40 cards, and these are all commons. This is from somebody that I had worked a deal with before. I think I actually won an auction for a 1953 Topps. Whitey Ford from this gentleman. He lives in New York, I believe. And I was able to make a deal with him, and I was able to get, like I said, about 40 or so of these commons. I'm not going to go through every single card here. I do think that there's at least one pretty big name in this group of cards. Again, the 68s, either love them or you don't love them. This is the Jerry May card. This is the last card in the set, actually, 598. So I got some high numbers. It was nice to get, that's a good thing about the 68s. Again, I mentioned this previously. The high numbers are not that hard to come by. There are no like short prints. It's not like 67 or 69 even. It's not that difficult to get these cards. So these are good ones. So what I normally do, and I guess this wasn't the lot that had the bigger, like one of the bigger names in it. Bud Harrelson, not necessarily a small name. So I think it might be in the box here, the bigger card I was thinking about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of these cards, and I'm going to check them for condition, make sure that they are, up to snuff of what I'm looking for. And as long as they're up to snuff of what I'm looking for, and there's no writing or anything on the back, I'll check them off my list, say that they're acquired, and I'll be done with those. And those cards I will find the spot in the book where they're supposed to go, and we'll be done with that. And obviously I'll cross-reference the cards that I actually got with the cards that I was told I was going to get, and we'll go from there. And if there's any discrepancies, I'll reach back out to the dealer and let them know, like, hey, I didn't get the such and such card. So let me just show you. This is the second lot that I got. Came in this box, and it was obviously had the shipping label and stuff on it, but it was a nice, nice jewelry box, which is kind of funny. And I'll try to open this so I can show you guys.
And there was, you know, these cards, they didn't come like this. They were all pretty well, they were well packed up. But they did come, you know, in this box. So I think there's like 77 cards in here. And I do actually think this has there's Ralph Houck, who was a pretty, you know, famous manager for the Yankees, was there in 1961. Reggie Smith, the All-Star Rookie Cup card there for Reggie Smith. An Impossible Dreamer, 67 Red Sox. That's a nice card there. I do think this one, like I said, has, I'm not going to go through it, like Gene Mauch, who was a good manager. Let me see if it's in here. There's Curt Flood. So this is a card, so I'm looking at this. This is one of these cards condition. This card's definitely off condition. It's off center top to bottom. It's got some creasing on the top. Back isn't too bad. I think this card's fine. I'll probably, if I was at a card show or something, and I came across this card and I thought it was reasonably priced and it was in better condition, I'd probably buy it. But I might not go out of my way to replace this card. It's good. Roy Face, good one. Again, I gotta see if I can find it. Mike Marshall, all-time most games pitched in a season record holder. Andy Etchebarren, I think it's coming up here. Willie Davis was a good player. Another nice rookie cup card there. Gary Peters was a good pitcher. Once I find the card, Dave Moorhead, he threw a no-hitter for the Red Sox. Chico Ruiz. You know, you're looking through these with me here. You see that card's got like kind of a little bit of a dent in it. Actually, it's got a couple of dents. Not too bad though. There's a Braves team card. Okay, it's right here. There it is. All right, so this was the big card in here. This is Richie Allen. So it's got maybe some wax stains on it. I bet I could probably get that out. I don't have my wax stain remover. Not Kurt's Card Gear. More just like black bicycle shorts. Yeah. So there you go. This is a guy who should be in the Hall of Fame. It's funny. I posted a poll on Twitter this week, just try to get some engagement. It says, you know, do you think Dick Allen should be in the Hall of Fame? And I don't think I got a single no vote. I think everybody agrees that he should be a Hall of Famer. And unfortunately, he passed away before he could be put in. But hopefully, he's going to go in at some point. So I'm going to actually leave the Dick Allen card right there. But I'm not going to go through the rest of these. But again, this was, I think, was 70, 80 cards. And, you know, weird seeing Bill Monbouquet in the Yankees uniform. There's Tug McGraw, father of Tim McGraw, great closer. Anyway, so I'm going to go through all these, make sure. Oh, there's a big card right there. Norm Cash, 68 champion Tigers. So this card's pretty off center, but otherwise it's in decent shape. Maybe a little bit of wax stains there. Probably going to hang on to this. This card's good enough. Norm was the AL batting champion 61, and hit 361. Anyway, great hitter. When he retired, this is a fun fact, and I will certainly mention this when I get to him on 59 Topps Friday. His rookie card's in that set. When he retired, Norm Cash had the 4th most home runs in the history of the American League for a left-handed hitter when he retired. The only guys ahead of him were Babe Ruth, Ted Williams, and Lou Gehrig. There's Dick Allen. And then I wanted to show a little bit. I got a shipment, again, of 100 cards that came in. And they all came in, this came in today, so this is Saturday. These all came in kind of stacked in these card savers. Like there's, you know, like 6 or 8 cards in each of these. There's Elston Howard, former AL MVP. So I'm going to have to go through all of these. Mickey Stanley, who was an outfielder who then moved to shortstop in 1968. Sonny Siebert was a great pitcher. So, and again, there's 100 of these cards. And these cards from this seller, they all look like, just the ones I'm looking at here, they all look like they're in terrific shape. So I'm really excited to go through these. There's the Joe Pepitone card at the back of there. Bill White. This guy also told me that he sent me a few extra cards, which might explain the Roy Face being in there, considering I already did pick up a Roy Face and another lot. You already saw it. And that's not a big deal. You know, I don't mind. I don't love getting duplicates, but I don't mind it. And the reason why is because with vintage cards especially, it's not that hard to move them. You know, it's not that hard to put together a lot and sell them to other set builders. So it's all good. If I get duplicates, it's not the end of the world. And I'm good with it. So, all right, so that's the 68 set. I will show you the pack, the shipment that comes in next week. It looks like on Tuesday. I'm going to have more mail coming in next week too, which I'm excited about. And we'll go from there. And like I said, I don't think I'm going to buy any more 68s online from folks on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Probably going to try to get the rest of the 68s at shows locally, save a little bit on shipping. So I spent enough time on that. Now let me show you mail day. I came across on Facebook a pre-war vintage auction from an auction house based in Pennsylvania called the Collector Connection, which I had never heard of before. And I came across some really cool stuff, and there was even more cool stuff that I didn't end up bidding on. And I wanted to just show you the 3 cards that I got. This one I would still qualifies as pre-war. 1941 double play with Hall of Famer Archie Vaughan as well as Lee Handley. These cards are blank on the back, and I needed Archie Vaughan for my Hall of Fame PC. I think this card is in decent shape. It's got a little bit of kind of markings or something there and up there. It's low grade, but it's not in terrible grade. I got this because it was cheap. After buyer's premium and everything, this card came out to about $30. I don't think I'm going to get this graded. I think it's going to go in my the page in my vintage book that has Luke Appling double play on it. Didn't have one in his set, or didn't have an Archie Vaughan card for my Hall of Fame PC, so I thought I would grab that. So that was a good one. Next, speaking of the Pirates, this is a 1909 E95 Nick Maddox, and you may recall that from the Harry O'Brien collection, I picked up a Matty McIntyre from this set, the E95 set, in an SGC3. I am going to send this one in to get graded. I have taken a pretty keen interest in the E95 set, and it's one that I think will be a long-term goal of mine to build as much of the set as I can. From a pre-war set. And you see again the back of these cards, similar to the Matty McIntyre. You see all of the names in the set. It's a 25 card set, so it is not a lot of cards, but there are some huge names, including Christy Mathewson, Ty Cobb, Eddie Plank, Eddie Collins, and Honus Wagner, of course, huge one. The first card up there. Even Eddie Seacott's a big name. I have my work cut out for me on this, but this is going to be a long-term set build. I don't think I'm not going to look to get anything immediately else, but if I come across stuff that's a good deal, I'll pick it up. And again, like I said, I will be sending this in my next SGC order because I do want to have all of the cards that I get from this set to be graded by SGC. So Nick Maddox was not a big name per se, but nice card. This card cost me about $60. So getting a decent condition card from this set for that much money is pretty good. Last one that I'm going to show you I got 3. This honestly is one of the coolest cards in my collection, and when I saw what it was going for, I had to have it. This is a first of its kind for me for a bunch of different reasons. 1925 Turf Cigarettes number 50 baseball sports records in an old SGC4 slab. I will be sending this in my next SGC order to get reholdered. As you can see, the slab is all messed up. So you see that design. How beautiful is that? And who is that hitter supposed to be? It doesn't say on the SGC label. That is George Sisler. And this is a British card. This is a British cigarette card. There are 50 cards in this set. The last card in the set is the only baseball card, and it is based off of George Sisler in America's Great Baseball Game, C.H. Sisler of St. Louis. That's not accurate. Neither of those statements are accurate. He did not put up the highest known batting average in the history of the American League. That is incorrect. That at the time was held by Nap LaJoy. Mr. Sisler's name is to be inscribed on the 100,000 baseball monument. I need to do some more research on that. That baseball monument never happened. There is record of it being discussed and talked about. It may be what ended up being the Hall of Fame, but there is no $100,000 baseball monument erected in Washington that Sisler was supposed to be a part of. And I think there may have been some confusion about the fact that maybe they thought that LaJoy did it in the National League because he did it with the A's, I think may have been the issue, but either way, this is still an unbelievably cool card. This is my only, first off, it's my only playing days George Sisler card. Hall of Fame first baseman, one of the all-time greatest hitters ever. For many decades, if you want to talk about records he held, he did hold the record for most hits in a season, single season hits record, and that was broken by Ichiro in 2000. But he had the record for decades. Look at the artwork on this card. That is unbelievable. And that is, and again, that's George Sisler, and so this is my only playing day Sisler. I bought this card all in for $96. There was a recent eBay sale of this exact same grade SGC4 for $140. So when I saw what the bidding was at, I knew I had to snap it up. So I love this card, and again, I will be getting it in a new clean slab with a new SGC label soon enough. All right, so that's going to do it for this part of the video, and then I'm just going to put Richie Allen back front and center there. The special treat, if you've been watching to this point in the video, I'm going to share with you guys some footage of the trip that Abby and I made tonight to Fenway Park to see the Savannah Bananas play, and we had a blast. It was a great time. It was the most fun version of baseball that you can imagine, and it was like the combination of minor league baseball and the circus. And there were some big stars that came out. Bill Lee was there, Mitch Moreland, Johnny Gomes, and of course Jonathan Papelbon came out. He came out and pitched wearing a black and yellow kilt. An amazing time, a lot of fun. So I'm going to share some video from that experience. We had great seats. It was a very last minute thing. We were able to get tickets at the last minute and go. Outstanding time, a lot of fun. So I'm going to share that with you after I sign off here. That is going to do it for this edition of Wax Pack Wisdom. Tell us what you thought of these cards. What do you think of my process of how I'm trying to build the 68 set? And what did you think of the mail day cards? Let me know what you think. Please leave us a comment. Let us know. We always love to hear your comments and what you have to say. If you enjoyed this video, we invite you to give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our Wax Pack Wisdom content. In the video description, you'll find links to where you can follow Wax Pack Wisdom on all social media channels. You'll also find a link to a list of our favorite nonprofits and charities. If you enjoyed this content, please consider a donation to one of those organizations. It would mean a lot to us. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time on Wax Pack Wisdom. Stay tuned for some footage from the Savannah Bananas, and we'll see you next time. Take care.